Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1901. 1901 as we begin the 19,000 something series.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's the 19,150 billion series, and my name is Mike, and I'm looking over at some places, and you might say, wow, that's out of sight. Like the picture today, the podcast picture is of me and Basil the Boxer. Okay, it's from a year ago. And Basil's still doing well. His birthday is tomorrow.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
We are going to celebrate some fun way and take him some fun place. He
Mike's
likes everywhere.
Daily
Except
Podcast.
probably that one spot
Yeah!
that has the bad wallpaper. He doesn't like that bad wallpaper place. And who does? All right, I'm going to start off the show with something sad. Rick Ocasek. He was one of the lead singers of the Cars. Remember, there was also Benjamin Orr. Ben Orr. He sang Bye, Bye Love. Ben Orr did. Rick Ocasek sang You Might Think I'm Delirious. Way I get. So those two guys sang all their big hit songs. Ben Orr, he died years ago. I'd say it's been like 20 years. And Rick Ocasek just passed away this past weekend. He was 75. Wow. And married to a model, the Porchenko, something like that. Petra. A lot of P's in her name, I know that. They were married for decades. And so, I guess he won, basically. Unfortunately, they had split up towards the end. But she's the one who found him. Oh, and he died of natural causes. How often does that happen with... Well, maybe that's natural causes for a rock star. He was face deep in cocaine. No, he wasn't, apparently.
And here's today's podcast picture.
He died of human natural causes. So, good for him to have such an amazing life and really influence us in a lot of ways. A lot of big songs he did. It's magic when I'm with you. I know tonight she comes. And, life is strange, living in stereo, life's a dream. And now, I think, did he sing Best Friend's Girlfriend, Basil? No? Yes? See, that's where, anyway, maybe he and Benjamin Orr are up in heaven jamming now. Of course, we lost Eddie Money last week. Yes, I know, Basil. He was 70, died of esophageal cancer, and he had... people, all they brought up was 2 tickets to paradise. What about Baby Hold On to Me, Whatever Will Be, or I Think I'm in Love, and my life's looking up, Take Me Home to... And he had this one, I can see the love in your eyes. He had a lot of big MTV videos. I forgot about that. MTV, when you think of MTV in the music video days, you think a video killed the money star, music star, radio star. And it did have a lot of that, but there was also your Eddie Moneys, your Van Halens. And Eddie was all over. He had, If I Could Walk on Water, I pray for you. Na 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 na. Right around then, though, it got so... everybody got a little sick of Eddie. Everybody was like, Eddie, yeah, corporate rock, we get it. Okay. You've gone a little too... But Endless Lies, I Want to Go Back... Shaken, Snapping Her Fingers. Yes, Eddie Money. Local guy. Somebody once told me he was playing a lot over in San Leandro at some club. He would see him perform way back when. So there's a country music singer, and all this news about music stars dying and that. There's a guy named Sammy Kershaw who had some hits on country radio back in the 90s. Well, she don't know she's beautiful, never crossed her mind. And so I made her the queen of my double wide trailer with the polyester curtains and the redwood deck. And he had this song, National Women's Holiday. He did a cover of Third Rate Romance, Low Rent Rendezvous. Well, he didn't die. In fact, he had a baby. Yes, he and his girlfriend had a baby. This is a guy who was married to Lori Morgan, who back in the early 90s was a super hot country singer. And she, I forget, how is she related to George Jones? Oh, shoot. Now I'm drawing a blank. It's been a while. But Lori Morgan was pretty big in the early 90s. Before your Shania Twains and your Faith Hills and your Dixie Chicks. And your Carrie Underwood and your Taylor Swift. All those crossover stars. Oh, Lordy. I don't know if you noticed, Trouble's so hard. I went a little Moby there. I had quite a bit of a headache.
Awesome.
Oh, yesterday was not awesome at all. And I don't know if you could catch that as I was doing my podcast yesterday, but woo, I was in serious pain. Here's how you know what? I know there's all this medicine that you can buy at your local Walgreens or Rite Aid or Depressing, whatever the name of that store is down the block that's depressing. And the lines take forever, and it's depressing. CVS. Does that stand for crazy depressing? That's what it stands for. Yes, what I did was I did not take any of those medicines. I tried to get to bed early, and of course I can't. Because why? Oh, yeah, because I have a girlfriend. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont today. Yes, and as part of having a girlfriend, being in a relationship, you can't go to bed early. Because you're always talking and involved in other activities. But for some miraculous reason, I do not have a headache today, thankfully. But you need your rest, folks. And you need to tell people to shut up so you can get to sleep. You got to be rude. Because people are really freaking inconsiderate on the roadways. Especially in Union City. Especially when you're trying to drive up Mission in Union City. And people fly over and they come right up on top of you. As if to push you along. And I'm going the speed limit or more, so don't give me the, Mike, you're going too slow, Grandpa. Even though this here is the sound of my car. But what happened was, and in Union City, Mission, they're always tearing stuff up. The road's always a mess. And there's always this, what do you call it? The lights. Did I mention that it's a mess? It's a mess.
A mess. It's a mess.
And that the lights take forever to change. And there's nobody going the other direction. They just turn red just to stop you there as ghosts are being allowed with the green light to drive through the intersection. Because you got to let those ghosts through. The Eddie Moneys and your Rick Ocaseks and Benjamin Orrs get through the intersections. Because they're driving. They're on the highway to... Well, we don't know.
Can you dig it?
I don't know.
Can you dig it?
Highway to Heaven. They're up with Michael Landon. Let's see. Where do we end this show? Because I've complained enough, I think, about Union City today and their horrible, horrible lights and drivers. I think we wrap it up by saying hi to a couple people here at Cafe Anyway outside. Oh, in the podcast picture, Basil and I. And you can see it at MikesDailyPodcast.com. And you can tell me what you think about rock stars passing away. 336MM Daily. That's 3 plus 3 equals 6. MM is in Mike Matthews. Daily is in what this podcast has been. Wow, since like Thursday. We're coming up on a whole week. Wow. Look who's here. Hello, Michael Marsh. It's Madame Rootabega. And that is a cute picture of you and your dog. Oh, yes. He's a happy dog. I'm a happy guy. We should all be so happy. Getting a pet can make you happy. It can also make you as tired as heck. Oh, that was the other thing that kept me up. Basil had a little, let's just say, accident. These happen more and more as he gets older. Gonna clean that up. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the packing attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, it's really great to be outside here with the beautiful moon there.
Yeah, the moon. Do you know that? You know, in some cultures in Africa, some tribes, because they don't have electricity, they use the moonlight to do all kinds of things that they wouldn't do usually at night because it lights up everything. The full moon does. And so they can get a lot of work done in the evening because of the full moon. And so they celebrate the full moon. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Do you know that? There you go, Bison. All right. Well,
What are you, nuts?
I think so. I think we should end the show. Next show, it's going to be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer. Oh, and Ariel will tell you where you can catch all the other cool Mike's Daily Podcast stuff.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!